Crisis in Karnataka that is getting out of hand, with the BJP now planning to parade its MLAs before the president in a show of strength and numbers to drive home the point that the Yediyurappa government is going nowhere.
The resolution in the legislative party meeting to recall governor. Tomorrow we are going to meet Honorable President of India and also Prime Minister. All our MLAs and our All India leaders, MPs are joining with us. And tomorrow we are going to meet and explain everything to the our All India leaders. And today, 1 o'clock, we are having a cabinet meeting. In that meeting, next session date will be decided.
Going to Mahatma Gandhi statue, we would like to request Mahatma Gandhi to give some sense to these namesake Gandhis who are now bent upon murdering democracy in the country. We are going to Mahatma Gandhi statue to express our protest against the governor's action, and we want to demand the central government not to act on the advice or recommendation made by the governor. After that, we are planning to go to Delhi along with our legislators. We have already told our central colleagues to take time from the Honorable President. Tomorrow, we want to present our MLAs before the President and also before the nation, so that the evil designs of the Congress party and JDS, backed by Mr. H.R. Bharadwaj, are exposed.
Now, meanwhile, Congress sources have told your channel that the centre is adopting a cautious approach on the Karnataka governor's reports. I've got Nandita Suneja joining me on the phone. Nandita, this crisis seems to be getting out of hand. Still a cautious approach from the Congress. Has any word come out from their corner?
Well, you know what the Congress is worried about is that a similar turn of events had also happened last year, and at the end of the day, it was really the governor who had come out looking to be in an embarrassing position. They don't want the centre, the government, or the Congress party here in Delhi to be put in a similar situation once again. The Congress is well aware that the BJP does enjoy still a comfortable majority in the assembly, and if there is a trust vote, or if there is a situation in which the government in Karnataka has to prove its majority, even if President's rule is imposed and they go to a court, they do understand that the imposition of the President's rule can be struck down in a court of law, and that would ultimately lead to some sort of embarrassment for the Congress. And that is something that they want to avoid. And that's why they're studying the report quite cautiously here in Delhi. Of course, it will go to cabinet and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, it is a political decision that has to be taken. And for the time being, the Congress extremely wary and cautious of accepting Bharadwaj's recommendation.
Thanks, Nandita, for that update. So the Congress cautious at this point in time, adopting a wait-and-watch approach. Meanwhile, 120 Karnataka MLAs will reach Delhi to meet the president in a show of support for the Yediyurappa government. Now, Karnataka MLAs could take the 4:30 p.m. flight to the capital to meet the president. Now, Karnataka MLAs will be paraded in front of the president in show of support to the Yediyurappa government. Now, I've got Anthony joining me live from Bangalore. Anthony, this is big and this is urgent action from the BJP, isn't it? Now, they're saying 120 plus. They have the support, say 111 plus 16, if the numbers are right, 127 on their side seats. So they're confident of that show of majority. Do you have any update? Is that 4:30 p.m. flight going to be booked only for the BJP MLAs to go across to Delhi?
Well, that's right. At this point in time, the update that we are getting is at 4:30 that there will be a special flight that will take the MLAs, the BJP supporters, to Delhi, and they will be taken to the president as well as the prime minister. And we also understand that they will be showing that they have enough strength within the house. Now, let's remember the halfway mark in the assembly here is 113. They've got a comfortable lead. Now, we understand that they have the support of 127 MLAs. So clearly, the BJP not in a position to back out of this war. In fact, we understand even though the governor has clearly said that a lot of actions by the BJP government is unconstitutional, the governor has not come out and open and spoken as to what really his grievances are. Now, this report that has been sent to Delhi, it has reached Delhi clearly, but one thing is not clear: what are the exact contents of the letter? We understand from sources that yes, there is a recommendation for President's rule, and also, if possible, a suspension of the assembly. Now, this is what we're understanding from the report. But what really will happen is it will really depend on what the centre's action is. Now the centre is going to take a very cautious approach, because on one hand they had a similar situation about 7 months ago, and 7 months ago it was the the governor was really embarrassed when the
Anthony, quick question before we move on. Anthony, quick question before we move on. They're scheduled to take the 4:30 p.m. flight. What are the legislators and the MLAs doing now? Is there a dharna outside the governor's house, even as Yediyurappa has called that closed-door cabinet meeting?
Yes, there is a dharna that is taking place at MG Road in front of the Mahatma Gandhi statue. In fact, we understand from sources that they're planning to burn the effigy of the governor, H.R. Bharadwaj. In fact, they are also going to speak to the media and say what are the reasons why they feel the action the governor is taking is not right on the part of the governor. They feel that the governor is acting as a Congress agent.